How much does YouTube actually pay per 1,000 views? It's one of the most searched questions in the creator space and also one of the most consistently misinformed. You'll see videos claiming $10 per 1,000 views, $15, $25, and then new creators experience their first month of monetization and get confused when the number is closer to $2 or $3. So let's just be completely honest about what's actually happening here and what the real numbers look like for different types of channels. I'm Stickman Matt, and main channel Matt asked me to make this video because he gets this question constantly and is tired of explaining the difference between RPM and CPM in his comments. So here I am. First, there are two numbers that people confuse constantly: CPM and RPM. CPM stands for cost per milli, and it's the amount advertisers pay YouTube per 1,000 ad impressions. RPM stands for revenue per milli, and it's the amount you as a creator actually receive per 1,000 video views. These are not the same number, and the difference between them can be significant. YouTube keeps approximately 45% of ad revenue and pays creators the remaining 55%. So if the CPM on your content is $10, your RPM is closer to $5 to $6. That's before you account for the fact that not every view generates an ad impression. Some views come from users with ad blockers, some come from regions where ads don't serve. Some come from repeat viewers in the same session where ad frequency is limited. When you factor all of this in, your effective RPM is typically 40 to 60% of the raw CPM figure. So what are the actual RPM ranges by niche? Finance and investing content typically earns between $8 and $25 RPM. SARPM. Software and business tools content earns between $7 and $18. Health and fitness earns between $3 and $8. General education and how-to content earns between $2 and $6. Entertainment, gaming, and vlogging content typically earns between $1 and $4. These are rough ranges, and there's significant variation within each category depending on audience geography, video length, and seasonal advertiser demand. Geography is one of the biggest variables most creators underestimate. A view from the United States generates roughly 4 to 8 times more ad revenue than a view from India, Southeast Asia, or Latin America. This isn't a judgment on those audiences. It's a reflection of advertiser bidding behavior. Companies targeting high purchasing power markets pay more for ad inventory. If your content naturally attracts an international audience, your RPM will be lower than if your content primarily reaches US, UK, Canadian, or Australian viewers. Video length is another significant factor. YouTube can only serve mid-roll ads on videos over 8 minutes long. If your videos are consistently under 8 minutes, you're leaving a substantial portion of potential ad revenue on the table. A 10-minute video in a finance niche might earn 3 to 4 times the revenue of a 4-minute video in the same niche with the same view count, simply because of the additional ad placements. Seasonality matters more than most creators realize. Ad rates in Q4, October through December, are dramatically higher than the rest of the year because advertisers are competing for holiday shopping attention and burning through their annual budgets. Channels that earn $2 RPM in July might earn $5 or $6 RPM in November. This creates a misleading impression for creators who start their channels in Q4 and then experience a sharp revenue drop in January that feels like the channel is failing when it's actually just the market returning to normal. Now here's the honest number. For a faceless educational channel in the YouTube growth and creator niche with a primarily English-speaking audience publishing 8-minute plus videos consistently, a realistic RPM after the first 3 to 6 months of the channel is between $4 and $9. That means to earn $1,000 a month from ad revenue alone, you need roughly 100 to 250,000 views per month. That is not a small number for an early stage channel. This is why ad revenue should never be your only monetization strategy. It's the most passive and the most scalable, but it requires significant audience scale to generate meaningful income by itself. The creators who actually build sustainable income from YouTube are using ads as one layer of a stack that also includes affiliate revenue, sponsorships, digital products, and services. Each of those revenue streams can generate income at a much smaller audience size than ad revenue requires. Start building that revenue stack from day one. Don't wait until you're monetized. Every video you publish is an opportunity to earn affiliate income, and that income doesn't care what your subscriber count is. Now, if you want to discover how I run faceless channels like this and make them into a full business, check out this video next to me, which is a full free course for doing it. I go over the new way of running faceless channels right now on YouTube. See you there. What's your current RPM? Drop it in the comments with your niche. I want to build a real data set from actual creators.